Hey, Perry Gousset. Well, today we're going to discuss a little shorter version of how God multiplies. So, if we look back, we see that Jesus took water and made it into wine. The wine was fantastic. He made about 180 gallons of wine. That wine was able to be sold, that which wasn't drank, and income brought to the people that were running the wedding. Then, Egypt, the Israelites, when they left, they took all the gold, all the silver, all the wealth of Egypt they took with them when they left. And we talk about Solomon. Solomon asked God to give him wisdom so that he could rule the people. God was pleased. So he gave him the wisdom, but he also gave him $3 trillion in today's money. $3 trillion. I don't know anyone that's worth $3 trillion. They talk about the oil. Remember the widow? She was told to go and get a lot of vessels, not just a few. And as she poured what little what little oil she had into those vessels, she ended up with vessel after vessel filled with oil. She was able to sell that oil, and it was able to support her and her family for the rest of their lives. Now, that's pretty good multiplication. One of the other things I like to talk about is a seed. Have you ever seen a corn seed? You eat an ear of corn, each one of those little bites has got corn seeds. Well, if you take one corn seed and you put it in the ground, it's going to grow a stalk. That stalk is going to have one or two heads of corn. Each head of corn has approximately 800 seeds. So if each stalk has between 1 and 2 heads, we're going to say that's a total of about average 1,200 seeds. You take those and you plant those 1,200 seeds, you come up with enough corn that the seeds are 1,440,000 seeds approximately. You plant those, and the following year, you have enough corn to bring $1 million into the storehouse and have enough seed to do it again and to do it again. That's God's multiplication. God wants to multiply to you. Did you know that when you go beyond the tithe to where you're planting seed, which starts at 11%, God promises in His Word to multiply it 30, 60, and 100 times. So if your tithe is 500 and you're planting seed of 50, if He multiplies the 50 by 30, that's 1,500. That's more than you gave in tithe and seed. Plus 60% or 100% return, God will multiply it back to you because He wants to bless you. He wants you to have more than enough so that you're able to give, to tithe at any time that there is a need. You see, God wants you to have more than enough. His Word says so. 30, 60, 100 times return. So it's up to us. If we want that kind of return, which is much more than what we're giving, we have to prove to God that He can trust us. If He can trust us, He will multiply to us. If He multiplies to us, we'll have more than enough for everything. We can do what God asks us to do. We can tithe. We can plant seed. We can go out and help people that are in need. He promises that when we give to the poor, He'll give it back to us dollar for dollar. So we need to be fantastic givers. But to be a fantastic giver, you have to be a great receiver. Are you ready to receive from God? To receive an abundance so that you're able to give? Instead of being broke, busted, and disgusted? It's time to make a decision. Are you going to do what God said with your finances and get a multiplication? Or are you going to continue to be broke, busted, and disgusted like 80% of America? The decision's up to you, my friend. God wants you blessed.